We have Eduardo here from Milwaukee, and he has some tips. Guys, if you are currently studying for your NASM personal training certification, pay attention. This is going to be another really good one. So, Eduardo, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure.
Yeah. And so at the top of this, I just want to kind of dive right in. You recently passed your NASM certification, and these guys are studying right now. Tell us, let's just get right into it. What did you do to pass this NASM certification?
Yeah, well, if you're listening and you are currently studying, I just want to say congratulations because you're putting in the effort and you're searching up this stuff, right? You came across this video and you're searching for advice and tips. So that's what I want to say. Congratulations. It doesn't matter if you pass the first try or you don't. The fact that you're putting in the effort is what counts. So what I did to study is a lot of things. One of the biggest things that helped me personally was setting a timer. I went on YouTube and I would set a timer with videos that they have, which allows you to study for about 40 minutes, all dedicated to studying, and then 15-minute interval breaks in between, because I think that's necessary. It's very intimidating when you open up the book or the material. You don't even know where to begin, right? Obviously, there's guidelines, there's a curriculum and everything, but it is very intimidating. So
Let me ask you more about that, Eduardo.
Yeah.
The timer, the video on YouTube, what do you mean by that? When you say go to YouTube and set a study, you're not talking about a study video to watch. You're talking about an actual timer that runs on YouTube?
That is correct. Yeah. Nowadays, they have very cool channels where there's a guy who's studying with you. Obviously not live. He's done his studying separately, but they're really well edited and they have background music as well. Coffee shop music, lo-fi music. That's very soft. No lyrics at all because that can get distracting. And it's just good because you feel like you are going through the study session with somebody else. And like I mentioned, they have those timers, which are so crucial. Taking breaks in between study sessions helps you retain information better and not be stressed out.
Okay, cool. Let's move on to tip number 2. So the timer, what else would you recommend to these folks that are studying?
One of the biggest things that I recommend as well is to take the practice tests and the exams for each chapter. But the most important part about that is to not focus on the score. I know a lot of people want to get 100%, they want to get 90+%, but the questions that are going to benefit you the most are the ones you get wrong because you learn exactly what you're missing and what you should focus on.
Huge. So tell the folks, how long did you actually study for the NASM?
So I had all 6 months to study for the NASM. Out of those 6 months, I would say on average, it took me about 4, because what I wanted to do was focus on each chapter at a time. And I started off by making the mistake of writing notes for each chapter on a separate notebook. And man, I'm telling you, after each chapter, my wrist was hurting. And I knew that was not the most efficient way to study. So yeah.
Okay. So about 4 months. And during the study, what did the study look like? How long, let's just say today you were going to study, what did that look like? Did you study for 20 minutes? Do you study for an hour? How long did you study for?
Around 40 minutes, following those videos on YouTube that have the sessions. And I would take all of my materials to a designated area in my house, whether it be the kitchen, the table, or a laptop, on top of the counter, like a computer room, but never in my bedroom, because I understood and I learned from experience that you start for about 10 or 20 minutes and then you start getting tired. You start looking at your cell phone, the TV looks very attractive. You start trying to get Netflix on there and it just turns into a mess.
Okay, cool. That's an awesome recommendation. So separating it, never doing it in the bedroom, doing it in an area that's designated for study, give or take 40 minutes. And any other tips for these guys?
Yeah, one of the biggest tips too is truly understand the concepts of what you're studying. A lot of you guys, I'm assuming you work out yourselves. You've been doing it. That's why you want to get into this. So really understand in your sessions when you're working out what muscles are being activated, which ones are overactive, underactive. Read it and put it into application with yourself or people around you, because that's how you're going to remember it the most. If you just remember things, then it's not going to work out for you.
Yeah. Eduardo, thank you so much. This is so helpful. I appreciate this. This is going to help a lot of the folks in this group. And tell us, how do you plan to use your certification? What are you doing now? And how do you plan to apply it?
Great question. As of right now, I did open up my online coaching business, which is called Kaioken Fitness. Just finished the logo and everything. And that is what I'm doing at the moment. I have a TikTok account, Instagram account, and everything is all put into one, with the message of helping everybody who wants to get into fitness fall in love with the journey, which is what we all do, and help them understand that they can have the possibility of changing their mind, their body, and their spirit all in one.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for sharing. Guys, after this, I'm going to put some of Eduardo's links in this post. Go give him some support. If his tips today helped you, let him know below. But we're bringing the community together. Everyone, we're just going to help each other. And just another example. Thank you so much, Eduardo, for taking your time. We wish you the best, and stay in touch.
Yeah, thank you so much. And with that being said, if they have questions that they want to DM me with, I would be more than happy to help and tell them a little bit more about the experience. But hey, what you're doing is fantastic. So thank you.
Thanks, Eduardo. Guys, you heard that. He said he'll answer some questions. Comment below. Okay. So if you have a question, we'll follow up. Thank you so much, Eduardo. Take care. See ya.
Thank you. Bye-bye.